Hey folks, it's Laura with Raintree Nursery, and today I have a little piece of history to share with you. This lovely is the venerable Hughes, Virginia crabapple. This was one of the most important cidering apples in the early American colonies. The first reference to this apple shows up around 1700. It happened to be the favorite cider apple of both George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. And as a crabapple, it has, oh my gosh, so much going for it. It has a really long bloom period. Crab apples do. So, although this blooms in category 2, it will pollinize all the apples in blooms 1, 2, 3, and 4, everything but the latest bloomers. So it's a really valuable tree to have in your landscape. Also, the texture of this apple is quite unique. It's a very early ripener and it is incredibly juicy. I think that's one of the reasons why it made such a good cider apple. In fact, Thomas Jefferson in his diaries mentions that working with this apple is like wringing out a wet sponge. I love that. And it's true. I grow this apple, and when you bite into it, oh my God, it just explodes with juice in your mouth. It's got this great tender texture, tons of juice. Also, if you are a cider maker and you happen to be working in a short summer season growing area, this is a great apple for you because it makes a wonderful single variety cider that has a cinnamon tinge to it. And because it ripens early, you'll be able to make cider from this and all the other apples that ripen early in your orchard. Now, for those of you who don't grow in a short summer area, you can do a first pressing that includes the Hughes, Virginia, and then all the other later cider apples later. But this one is so valuable for those early blends. A fantastic, pretty apple, hardy down to zone 4, a great pollinator, a fantastic cider apple. It does tend to lapse into biennial bearing like many cider apples will if you don't thin it really aggressively when it's young. But that is a small price to pay for something that gives you loads and loads of fantastic cider apples and beautiful blooms for your orchard. I can't get enough of it. Hughes, Virginia. You can call it Hughes crab, you can call it Virginia crab, but whatever you call it, it's a great apple to have in your orchard. Thanks for joining us. It's Laura with Raintree Nursery. We'll see you next time.